What's up, guys? It's Jasmine, and you've been catfished. Yes, if you thought I was going to be in this video with a wig on, you were absolutely wrong. I did that for a thumbnail. What you see is what you get, okay? Because like you saw in the title, I'm tired. Okay, so it seems like every few years, every 2 years, I go through this phase where I'm just suddenly sick and tired of being on social media. And every time I try to leave, something keeps pulling me back.
Every time I try to leave, something keeps pulling me back, telling me I need you.
I can't seem to completely break away from it like I want to. So I just go through these phases where I'm like on social media, then I hate it, and then I'm on social media, and then I hate it. And right now I hate it. I feel like now my mind is always just on go. Like I can never just sit still and just be. Like I have to be stimulating my mind somehow. For example, I could be watching something on TV, but also be like scrolling through my phone. Like I can't just sit there and watch something. I have to be doing something. I just waste so much time. I have 2 other videos from the 2 other times that I've completely deleted my social media. And the sad part is, I never made videos reflecting on how my life was when I didn't have social media. So I don't even remember really what life was like when I didn't have social media, because it felt like life was normal. So it didn't feel like it was something I had to rave about. I faintly remember people talking about, did you see the new Instagram update? And I'd be like, oh, I don't have Instagram. That's all I remember. But life, other than that, just seemed fine. But I also remember that I've always had some form of social media, even if I wasn't on other ones. So if I didn't have a personal Instagram, I had one for my YouTube page. Or if I didn't have Instagram, then I had Twitter. And if I didn't have Twitter, then I had Instagram and Snapchat, or just a combination of some of those. You know what I mean? And I really want to get to a place where I can just completely step away from all social media and just exist and not have to worry about what other people are doing all the time. But it's a double-edged sword, because I still want to know, like, what are my friends up to in life? I don't want to just not ever hear from them ever again, you know? But I also, like, we're not close enough for us to just have each other's numbers and, like, hit each other up every day. So it's just so weird. But then the other side of that is, like, I see what they're doing all the time, and it makes me feel like I'm not doing enough with my life. Yeah, so I think this might just be a midlife crisis. It might not be that serious, but quarter life crisis? I don't know. And then social media, it feels like it's become so big of a thing when it comes to making money, that it feels like you have to have it if you're in some sort of like digital field. Or even if you're not in a digital field, it's just great to have social media to have another platform for marketing. So when it comes to me and my YouTube channel, I'm just like, yo, can I handle not having an Instagram? But then I look at it and I'm like, I only got 300 followers. I have 3,000 subscribers on YouTube. Ain't nobody worried about my Instagram. You know what I mean? So it's like, I think what it really comes down to is just not wanting to feel out of touch, but at the same time being sick of all the exposure. Like, it's just too much stimulus. Like, I wish there's a way for me to, like, I don't know, man. I wish Instagram wasn't, I feel like the way Instagram has evolved also has become an issue for me. Because, like, when Instagram first came out, it was, like, just pictures. Like, you just posting pictures of yourself. It wasn't really, there was an explore page, but it wasn't. Instagram is just like a big melting pot of every other social media platform, and I feel like that's what contributes to it feeling like too much, because you go in there, you see screenshots of tweets, you see reels, you see reels, which are really just TikToks that were uploaded to Instagram to be reels. Like, Instagram doesn't have anything that makes it Instagram anymore, because they always had to take something from somebody. When Vine came out, guess who came out with the video option? Instagram. When Snapchat was starting to get big, guess what Instagram went and did? Instagram stories, and now you see that TikTok got big and it's let's make reels. Like you can just never have something that's just completely just that says Instagram. Oh yeah, and then there's YouTube. I think YouTube is a social media to an extent, because when it comes to apps like Instagram, Twitter, maybe Snapchat has kind of changed a little bit. You have a little bit more control on what you see on Snapchat, because like you don't have to like, I don't know, I'll explain it. So I was watching like social media videos, and somebody pointed this out, and I thought it was really like important. They said they don't really consider YouTube as much of a social media platform because you have to click on something to consume it. Whereas on Instagram, Twitter, when you see the picture, when you see the tweet, you've already consumed the information. Like by looking at this picture, you've consumed it. You go on the explore page, even if you're not clicking on a video, it's playing previews of videos to try to catch your attention. You're seeing these pictures, you consume the picture, that's it. Like it's taking your attention. Rent free. Like, thank you, I have your thank you. Like, but YouTube, it's different because you can actually choose like, oh, I'm gonna click on this and then I'm gonna consume the content. But the problem is I spend so much time scrolling trying to find something to consume, and then when I do find stuff that I like, I see a lot of it and it just gets kind of like, not overwhelming, but old. You can make the algorithm work for you, but at the end of the day, it's still like, I want to be able to just see new things all the time. Like, thank you for trying to cater to what I usually watch, but let me see what else is out there. Because like at the end of the day, seeing all these beauty bloggers or just lifestyle influencers buying luxury apartments every year, luxury hauls, those are cute. A day in my life, that's cute, that's entertaining to watch, but it gets old. Like, you can make new videos about it all the time, but it just gets old and frustrating. And then there's me as a channel where I've been feeling frustrated, like, why am I here sometimes? Because I've been on here since 2014. Well, 2013 if you count my first YouTube channel, but 2014, and I'm only at 3,000, barely 3.5k subscribers, and I barely get 100 views on my videos. Sometimes I wonder, like, is YouTube like purposefully like keeping me from being seen? But then I go to my settings, or not my settings, my studio, and I'm seeing how many impressions I'm getting. My impressions be in the thousands, my views be like 40, 50. So I'm like, okay, maybe they just show my videos to the wrong people. I don't know. But sometimes I feel like, is there something in the system that's making my channel move as slowly as it is and perform as poorly as it is? So it gets to a point where like I'm inspired. I have all these creative ideas. People compliment me on my editing. And it's like, yeah, that's because I have a lot of like ideas in my brain that I love to put into my videos. But it feels like I feel like I'm beating a dead horse sometimes. Yeah, but it's like, I don't want to give up just in case, like, you know, the mountain is, just in case I'm like almost at the top of the mountain, or just in case I'm almost out of the valley. I don't want to give up, but at the same time, it's like, I'm tired. I'm doing all of this for what? But then there's another side of it where it's like, well, I'm grateful that I even have like the 40, 50 people who do click on my video, who do watch my videos sometimes. So it's like, I'm grateful, but I'm also like discouraged in the same breath. So it's exhausting. Like, all the emotions that I go through because of social media, it's very exhausting. And I really want to get to a point where I'm not on any of it. Obviously, I'm going to post on YouTube, but I want to get to a point where I don't even watch YouTube videos. I just upload. I want to get to a point where I don't have Instagram. I don't have Snapchat. Well, Snapchat I'm okay with because I don't have a lot of people, and I do that on purpose. Like, I only have people that I really care to keep in touch with on Snapchat. And then other people I text more often than not. So if I don't have them on Snapchat, it's fine, you know? Don't even get me started on TikTok, okay? enough said. I spend too much time on TikTok. I have to delete the app when I'm done with TikTok because I will sit there for 7 hours straight and just laugh at everything I see. And then sometimes it gets to a point where like I'm scrolling through and I'm not even laughing. Or my friends will send me stuff that I've already seen and I'm like, dang, that's all I know about TikTok too much is I've seen this. I used to struggle with like not being... I used to struggle with the idea of people forgetting about me, but then like getting older, like in your 20s, and like still being like friends with people that you grew up with, like whether that was high school, middle school, etc., and just like seeing how little people care about you. Like you think people care to like keep in touch with you. They don't. They really don't. It's just nice to see what you're doing sometimes, if they even care what you're doing. Sometimes we follow people back just because we want to be nice, you know what I mean? So to me, it's less of I want to be remembered. Like I really don't care anymore. And then like I already feel like lonely most of the time anyway, so what's the point of trying to hold on to all these people and stay like relevant or remembered? I could feel lonely off of social media. Why would I want to be feel lonely in the loop instead of feel lonely out the loop? Like I think I'd have more peace not knowing what I'm missing out on than to be like in the loop knowing what I'm missing out on or knowing what I don't have. Like I'm over it. It's for the birds. Y'all can have it. Going through the process of losing friends, drifting away from friends, it really helps you to put things into perspective when it comes to social media. Because it's like, I don't really care anymore. Because I can see in real life that you don't really care about me as much. So I don't want to sit here on social media and act like we care about each other. So when you go through that type of stuff in life, it really changes how you really operate on social media. Whereas when you're young and you still want to be friends with everybody and you think you're going to be friends forever, you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to hold on to you in any way, shape, or form, whether that be in real life, whether that be in person, on the internet, etc. I'm just tired. Maybe one day I'll completely delete my Instagram. But I think for now, I'm just going to continue with like taking breaks every now and then. I might temporarily disable my account, not deactivate it, but like disable it a little bit. Just like maybe for like the rest of the year. You know what I mean? I don't know. But I don't know. I'm like at this internal battle. Oh, another thing that I've been worrying about though is like when it comes to like dating. During one of the periods where I didn't have social media, I had Twitter but I didn't have Instagram, and I was being cheated on for like 3 months. And the only reason why I found out was because I decided to make an Instagram again. And when I tried to follow my boyfriend at the time, he had like this funny excuse about why he didn't accept my request yet. And then something in me just like started looking for like random accounts. Like I'm telling you, like I'm just pressing random letters in the search, and by the grace of God, I found this girl's page who was also dating my boyfriend. And I was like, how long y'all been dating? She was like 3 months. I was like, oh, we've been dating for 8. That's cute. So yeah, so that's another thing that kind of like scares me, is like, what if I'm like completely dark on the internet, I find somebody I like, they got a whole family in a different country or something, you know what I mean? Or like you just can't see what type of person they're like, because I'm very particular about what type of stuff you like on social media. Like what type of stuff are you entertaining yourself with? What type of accounts are you interacting with? Are you flirting on social media? Because if, by all means, if you want to act single, you can stay single. Like we don't have to be a thing, you know what I mean? That's how I feel when it comes to activities on social media. Some people don't care. That's cute. That's really cute, you know, but I'm not that type of person, just because of what I've gone through and because I know my triggers. But I'm just, I feel like it has like a hook on my shirt, and every time I try to leave, it just keeps. Instagram, reel it in. Work. How's it go? It's me and my friends. Work. Hey. Walk it in, walk it out. Wait, is it walk it in, walk it out? I don't know. But you know what okay, that's how I feel. So will this video break 100 views? Who knows? That's how I feel at this point, you know? Like, I don't want to do it for the views, but like when you're posting videos for people to see and people aren't seeing it, and you got 3,000 subscribers who could be seeing it but aren't watching it, and then you got to battle with this, well, what do they want to watch? But it's like, who cares what they want to watch? I want to make what I want to make. But then you realize they subscribe because they want to see a certain type of video. But then when you ask them what type of videos they want to see, they don't tell you anything. So it's like, I'm trying. Like, you can't say I haven't tried. I've asked what type of videos I want to see. When I try to do stuff on Instagram, and I ask what people want to see on my videos on Instagram, I do it, and then I barely get, there's a video that people voted on my Instagram, and that thing barely has over 30 views. So I'm like, you know what, forget y'all. I don't care what y'all want to see, because every time I try to do it, it blows up. It just in my face. So it makes me wonder, like, it has to be God. Like, God has to be holding out on me because of something else that I'm supposed to be, you know what I mean? Like, when you want something so bad but God is withholding it from you, because I have the talent, my editing is pretty good, I have the equipment, you know what I mean? Maybe my thumbnails could be better, whatever, but like, I have the talent to make good content on YouTube. So it feels like it might be divine intervention keeping me from getting something that will ruin my purpose, or that will get in the way of me investing into my purpose. And in the back of my mind, I feel like that's what it is, but I just don't want to accept it. And like, I don't know if the answer is no when it comes to YouTube, or if it's a not yet. So that's another thing that makes me like not want to give up, because I feel like maybe there's something else I have to go through first before I'm blessed with what I want in regards to YouTube. So, and I'll say this again, like, my goal, like, even back when I first made it, like, my goal wasn't all about like money, but it would be such a blessing to be able to make passive income on YouTube while doing my other stuff on the day-to-day. You know what I mean? It's not a bad thing to want to be able to benefit from your talent. So yeah, like, it's one thing to want instant success, which is not what I want. It's another thing to have been on YouTube for 6 years and for your channel to be performing as poorly as mine is. Like, I don't get it. You know what I mean? So that's why I always feel like, you know, I think God is doing this. I feel like God's hand is on it, you know what I mean? But it's not going the way I want it to be. So I'm like, God, what's up? And I've watched so many like informational channels on how to be successful on YouTube, and it's just like, I'm tired of my life being ruled by algorithms, whether that be on Instagram, YouTube specifically. Like, I want God to be my algorithm. You know, maybe it is the way it is for a reason. So, but yeah, that's it for this video, guys. If you see me randomly disappear from like Instagram or Snapchat, then that's what happened. It's not it, and I'll probably temporarily disable my account on Instagram. I probably won't delete it completely, because like I said, I don't feel like I'm strong enough for that, but I really be wanting to, like, for real. This is just like a little vent session because I'm over it. I just truly want to just escape social media, especially because like COVID is happening. Like, I ain't going nowhere anyways. I ain't got nothing to show y'all, so I'll see you when I see you. That's how I feel. But yeah, comment if you relate in any way, shape, or form for this video. I know I'm gonna say that and nobody's gonna do it because nobody ever does it, but if you do want to help me out and comment so that I don't feel like I'm talking to nobody, hit me up. Hit up the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video, and bye.